Right. Good morning, everyone. Right. What is the last concept? Interface, right? Okay. Online students, is that the screen is visible? All the online students can respond in the chat window. All the online students can respond in the chat window. All the online students can respond in the chat window. Okay. Right. Oh, right, with the new heading. Already done with the heading, right? Uh-huh. Written or not? Okay. So what is the heading we got? Right. Considering the interface. Okay. So let's understand what exactly mean by this interface and how exactly we need to begin work with this particular interface here. Okay. So while working Selenium, particularly while working with this particular Selenium, interface is one of the most important concept need to be get understand. Let's understand what exactly this interface and how we can implement it here. Now, while explaining this particular concept or while understanding this particular concept looks like some small confusion, but we'll understand in a very detail what exactly mean by this interface. Till the time of our writing with the program, completing with the program, you will have some question mark here. But let's go with in a very detailed of what exactly mean by this interface. Okay. For that, let's understand with a very general example. Let's consider your training program. So what exactly your training program is related to? Your training program. What is it? Software testing. Your training program has been considering the software testing. Okay. Now, as part of this particular training program, you are taking care about the software testing job role here. In that, according to our previous understanding, in a very starting days, we have been taking care about the job role here. I mean, the designations we are trying to get understand. According to the designations, what is the first designation we can expect related to tester? What is the first designation? Uh-huh. As part of your testing career, what is the first designation we can expect? Software test engineer. Okay. The very first designation we can consider that software test engineer. Similar to that, you will be having the next level. What is the next level designation? Senior software test engineer. After that, test lead. After that, test manager. In a very generalized way, we can consider that software tester, right? So in a very simple way, the very first designation, we can consider that software tester. Okay. Another one, which we will be considering the senior software test engineer. And then you will be taking with test lead and after that test manager, that it will continue according to that particular company levels here. Okay. Now, in this, consider that test engineer. As part of test engineer, what exactly the job role of the test engineer? If we consider with the test engineer, what is the job role of the test engineer? Need to understand requirements understanding. After that, need to go with scenarios. Based on that particular requirements, need to be get prepared with test scenarios. After that, test cases. After that, test execution. After that, bug reporting. So these are a very common activities with the respective of tester. As a tester, we are taking care about. As a tester, we have been taking care about and considering that taking with requirements understanding. After that, taking with test scenarios and then taking with test cases. After that, taking with test execution and then consider bug reporting. So these are a very regular activities which it has been done as part of tester. So as part of tester, which need to be get taking care about in having these particular designations. Apart from this, we got test lead. What is the job role of the test lead? We got tester. Similar to that, we got test lead. What exactly the job role of the test lead? What test lead need to be done? We mentioned that mainly two activities. The one activity, test plan. As a test lead, need to be get done with the main activity, considering that in preparing with test plan. That is the main thing here. After that, he has to take care about in getting, handling with the team. Two main things need to be done. As a test lead, the test lead has to take care about in preparing with the plan, in preparing test plan. Along with that, need to be get handled with the team. These two main things need to be done. Okay. Now, see the concept. Test lead preparing the test plan. But is that the test lead has been preparing any test cases? If we consider with the test lead, is a test lead has been preparing any test cases? No. Any execution? No. What exactly test lead is doing? Coming up with test lead. The main thing is plan after the remaining things here. The main activity, the main purpose of the test lead, it need to be get coming up with in taking care about the test plan. Okay. According to the plan, the team members need to be get start working on that. As previously we mentioned, you will have a point of the fifth point, timelines here, right? I mean, test schedule. That particular test schedule, mentioning that particular test schedule, considering that how much time it's required for the scenarios or how much time required for test cases, whatever it can be. As simple as considering that while working, these particular test lead and tester lead coming up with plan, tester implementing that plan. According to that plan, he was implementing all the required things. Otherwise, the very simple understanding in a general example. Let's consider building construction. So what exactly required to construct the building? Plan has been required, right? If you want to construct the building, you required a plan. Plan is required. Okay. Now, who will prepare that particular plan? No. According to this house construction, civil engineer, nothing but architect. Architect will take care about in preparing with the whole detailed plan, like how many floors need to be constructed, how many rooms need to be constructed, what are that width area, everything he will provide. The detailed plan provided by architect. Now, is that this architect is constructing the building? Architect giving the plan. Architect has been giving the plan. But is that the architect has been constructing with the building? Is it architects will construct? No. Some other people in a different place. Some other people will take care about constructing with the building according to the plan provided by architect, right? See the understanding. Architect given one plan. According to that particular plan, the other members will take care about in constructing that particular building. So as simple as plan prepared by architect, implementation done by another people. But that implementation done according to plan only, right? Plan prepared by architect. Is that architect constructing the building? Yes or no? No. Other people has been constructing with the building according to the plan provided by architect here. Okay. Now, that is what same concept applied in programming. How you can understand this? That interface you can considering like the architect. I mean, whenever you want to implement interface, you will take the keyword. What is the keyword? Interface. Whenever you want to implement the interface, you will use one keyword considering that interface and you will provide some name. Considering that taking with WebDriver. You can provide any name. Just we provided one name as WebDriver. Now, this interface is equal to plan. What is it? Plan. Interface is equal to plan. I mean, according to that requirement, what are all the things you want to implement it, that plan you will be taking into interface. So your very simple understanding, according to the programming, that particular interface is equal to plan. That is how you can understand. Now, as part of the plan, what are the things need to be implemented? According to the plan, what are the things need to be get implemented, need to be get provided that particular statement. For example, considering that taking with public void, and you can write any of the methods here. So which it will be taking with, for example, I'll be taking one method considering that open application, and then taking with considering that close application, and then taking with considering that taking with click activity, whatever it can be. Assume that according to the requirement, what are all futures need to be get implemented. According to the requirement, what are all the futures need to be get implemented, you can provide all that activities under interface. Assume that interface is plan. According to the plan, what are the things need to be done? That information need to be provided. Okay, done. Now, we got interface. Under this interface, we got methods. One method name. What is the method name we provided? Open application. Another one, close application. Another one, click activate. Just an example, we provided names. We can provide anything here. Okay. Now, in general, if you want to open application, what are the steps we have to perform? As simple as, what are the steps we have to perform? You have to launch browser. After that, enter URL. Two simple steps. Launching with the browser and then entering with URL. Two simple steps need to be done. That is what you will be taking with. That is what you will be taking with open application. Okay. Now, see the concept here. We got a plan. To implement this plan, we have to come up with some implementation. For example, test lead given the plan. According to the test plan provided by the test lead, that plan implemented by tester. Here also, we got a plan. This implementation provided. This implementation provided in this particular class here. Now, for example, we are providing one particular class name. We are providing one particular class name taking with Firefox driver. We are taking with the one particular class name taking with Firefox driver. Any class name we can provide, just understanding the terminologies I got provided with Firefox driver. Okay, we got it. Done. Now, in this particular class, considering this particular one, this particular Firefox driver, whatever the plan is there, according to this plan, we have to provide implementation. That means taking with method. What is that method? considering with open application. This particular open application, we need to write that particular respective code. Similar to that, we can mention void and then taking with close application. So whatever that statements are there, you will be writing it. Now, see the understanding. We got plan. According to the plan, okay, according to the plan, implementation provided. In general, considering the open application, that means first step. What is the first step you are doing? Launching the browser. Is that everyone will go with the same browser? When you're launching with the browser, is that everyone will go with the same browser? No, it will go with different browser. That means implementation need to be provided. Implementation need to be provided for different browser. This is I'll be taking with Chrome driver. Okay. Now, see the understanding. First, we got a plan. According to the plan, implementation. According to the plan, implementation provided in another classes. See the understanding. According to the plan, implementation provided in another class. Okay. Now, while working interface, for interface, we cannot create an object. Creation of object will not be possible for interface. Creation of object will not be possible for interface. As simple as according to this Java programming, for interface, we cannot create an object. Creation of object will not be possible for interface. Creation of object will not be possible for interface. Because of that, we have to take the help of inheritance. As we are not able creating the object for interface, we have to take with the help of interface. Okay. Now, consider that particular interface. Now, this particular interface, we created method. For these methods, implementation provided in another class. Okay. According to Java concept, can we create an object for interface? No. We cannot create object for interface. We cannot create object for interface. Because of that, taking with the help of inheritance concept. Meaning of inheritance? Meaning of inheritance. Accessing the data from One class to another class. Okay. Types of inheritance. Types of inheritance. What are those? Single level inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance. Now, to implement inheritance, what is the keyword we are using? What is the keyword? Extends here. Okay. Now, if you want to implement, see the concept, see the concept. If you want to implement multiple inheritance, if you want to implement multiple inheritance, how we are implementing multiple inheritance? How we are implementing multiple inheritance? Using the keyword of, taking the help of interface. Okay, let's see the understanding. We got single level inheritance and we got multi-level inheritance and we got multiple inheritance. One you are taking with single level inheritance, multi-level inheritance, and then multiple inheritance. Okay. Now consider this particular one. Single level and then taking with multi-level. These two things implemented by taking with the keyword that we will be mentioning that extends here, right? Okay. Now to implement multiple, taking the help of interface. According to this, we cannot use the keyword of extends. In a place of extends, you will be using with the keyword that you will be mentioning about taking with implements. You will be taking with implements here. I mean, while working single level inheritance, multi-level inheritance, taking with the keyword of extends. While working multiple inheritance, taking with the keyword of implements. Don't be confused. To implement interface, what is the keyword? Interface. To create an interface, you are using the keyword is interface. While working interface, to implement inheritance, we are taking the keyword is implements. So that means, so here it will be taking with implements. Implements of taking with WebDriver. Implements of taking with WebDriver. Similar to that, here also you will be writing with implements of WebDriver. So this is how we got an option. To go with implements of WebDriver. Okay. Now, see the whole conclusion in the simple way. Interface equal to plan. Interface equal to plan. For interface methods, implementation provided in another class. For interface methods, implementation provided in another class. Okay. Now, while working interface, we cannot create any object. Creation of object, creation of object will not be possible for interface. Because of that, taking the help of inheritance. To implement inheritance, previously we done with the keyword of extends. Extends is for single level, multi-level. As we are taking multiple interface, you will use the keyword of implements here. And moreover, related to this concept, in the interviews, definitely you can expect some questions. Any interview, fresher level, experience level, any interview, you can expect some question. What is the question you can expect? Related to this, what is the question you can expect? How to implement inheritance, okay? That is related to inheritance. I'm talking about interface. Right, say that. As simple as you will get the question. The question is difference between abstraction and interface. Difference between abstraction and interface. The one question you will get. Difference between abstraction and interface. One question. What is the question? Difference between abstraction and interface. Okay. Similar to that, one more question. Common features between abstraction and interface. Common features between abstraction and interface. So two regular questions expect. Two regular questions you can expect. What is the first question? Difference between abstraction and interface. Okay. What is the next question? Common features between abstraction and interface. That means when you are taking the concept of abstraction and interface, looks like same, but again not like any same. Abstraction and interface looks like same, but not like same here. I mean, we cannot say that both are same, or we cannot say that both are different. That is how it is having the difference, at the same time having the common features also. When you refer abstraction, this abstraction and interface looks like both are same, at the same time having with difference also. Now let's understand what is the difference and what is the common features. What is the second question you written? What is it? Common features between abstraction and interface. Now according to your understanding, any common features between abstraction and interface? You can easily. What is that? Object creation is not possible while working with the abstraction, creation of object is not possible for abstraction and is not possible for interface. So the first common behavior, what is the first common behavior? Creation of object is not possible. That is first common behavior. Any other? Any other common features? Not in, what is that? Implementation provided in another class. Implementation provided in another class. So two things we got. The common behavior, creation of object will not be possible for abstraction and interface. First common behavior. Second thing, providing implementation in another class. Providing implementation in another class. These two are common behavior. These two are common features. Similar to that, we got difference also. What is the difference? The one difference mentioning that keyword while working abstraction, to create abstract, what is the keyword you are using? Abstract. To implement, to create that abstract, taking the keyword is abstract. When it's come to interface, what is the keyword we are using? Interface. So two things we got. The one, using the keyword. First difference, using the keyword. In case of abstraction, abstract keyword. In case of interface keyword. Now, another difference, considering that taking with inheritance. First difference is, what is the first difference? Using the keyword. First difference is using the keyword. Because while working abstraction, to implement abstract, what is the keyword we are using? Abstract. In case of interface, what is the keyword we are using? Taking with interface. Okay. Now, similar to that, you got another difference. Another difference is implementing inheritance. What is that? Implementing inheritance. The second difference, implementing inheritance. That is what? The second difference. What is the first difference? Using the keyword. What is the second difference? Implementing inheritance. So that is what I will be taking with considering that. That is what I will be considering that, taking with this particular difference and then common features. I mean, when you're working this particular abstraction and interface, Looks like same, but not like an same. You will have common features. At the same time, you will have a difference also. Common features. What is the first common feature? Creation of object will not be possible. What is the second common feature? Providing implementation in another class. Okay. Taking with difference. What is the first difference? Using the keyword of using the keyword. In case of abstraction, what is a keyword? Abstract. In case of interface, what is a keyword? Interface. What is the second difference? Implementing inheritance. While working abstraction to implement inheritance, what is the keyword you are using? Extends. While working abstraction to implement inheritance, you are using the keyword extends. While working interface, to implement inheritance, what is the keyword you are using? What is the keyword you are using? Implements here. So that is what you will be taking with difference. So that is what you will be taking with difference between this particular interface and then taking with this particular abstraction. So let's consider how exactly we can write this particular program. Let's see that. For that, writing with the program is a common activity. Writing the program is a common activity which need to be get, right, that particular program. Okay. Now we can see here, taking with new and then consider that particular class. You can provide any of the class name. I'm taking with Chrome driver. You will be taking with considering that this particular Chrome driver. Now you can see here, just we got created one particular class. Now we need to be get implement interface. To implement interface, what is the keyword we are using? What is the keyword we are using? Interface. Right. See that? What is that keyword? Interface here. Okay. Now we need to be get provide some name. Any name we can provide. Okay. Now inside of that we are providing interface methods. Considering that open application. Okay. After that, considering that taking with close application. So we got taking with two method name, considering that open application and then taking with close application. Done. Now for these interface methods, implementation need to be provided. Implementation need to be provided in another class. Let's see that. I'm taking with class considering that Firefox driver. Now I'm writing the statement considering that public void taking with open application. Now here you can print some statement considering that Firefox open. Similar to this, you will be taking with considering that close application. This you will be taking with close. Okay. Now, the same thing you will be taking with Chrome also. This is taking with Chrome, and this is also taking with Chrome. Okay. Now we can see. Very simple understanding. We got interface methods. For interface methods, implementation provided in another class. Okay. Now I want to execute in a program. To execute in a program, what we required? To execute in a program, what we required? Main method is required. Okay. That will be taking with public static void, taking with main string args. Need to go with main method. Okay. Now we need to get access for methods. How will get access for methods? How will get access for methods? By creating object. But according to our understanding, for interface, can we create an object? For interface, can we create an object? No. Creation of object will not be possible. Creation of object will not be possible. Because of that, we are taking with this particular other class, taking with class name, and then taking with object name, and then consider new class name here. Now, for this, I'm taking with open application and then taking with close application. Let me try to run this program. If I run this program, will this program will be working or it will give an error? If I run this program, will this program will be working or it will give an error? Online students. If I run this program will be, executing or it has to give an error? Executing. Online students. Okay. Consider error. Why it has to give an error? Why it has to give an error? According to our understanding, why it has to give an error? Class name? Did we provided the keyword of implements here? No, we have not provided the keyword of implements. So when you work with interface, we have to take with the keyword of implements here. So we have not provided that particular one. Anyway, let me try on this. Taking with run as Java application. Let's see here. Is it any error we got? No, it is executing. There is no error. Okay. Let me try on this. Now, let me go with Chrome driver. I'm creating with object. Taking with that will be considered mentioning about open application, and then taking with considering that taking with close application. Okay. Now, let me try to execute. The program will work or it will give an error. If I run this an error, it will give an output. Okay. Giving the output. Okay. Now what I will do is, see the understanding. See the understanding. We created interface. Right. Now, see here. Okay. Now, let me run this program. We deleted interface. Now let me run this. If I run this particular one, see that is that program has been giving any error. Is there any error? No. Now see the whole understanding. Did we created interface here? Previously we created. Now we got deleted. If you are writing interface, program is working. Not writing interface, program is working. Let me try to take with connectivity. So to connect with interface, I'm taking with implements. Implements of taking with WebDriver. Okay. Here also taking with implements. Implements of taking with WebDriver. Now we'll run the program and we'll see that is there any difference in the output? Is there any difference in the output? No. Now come to our whole understanding. Looks like some confusion. As simple as if you are writing interface, same output. If you are not writing the interface also, same output. If you done connectivity with interface also, same output. Then why exactly this interface? What exactly use of this, or how you need to begin work with this particular interface? Let's see that. See the very simple understanding. We'll go in a very easy way. Let's go in a very simple understanding. Now, you guys has been doing the training program. What is the training program you are doing? What is the training program? Software testing. Okay. Why you are doing this training program? Why you are doing this training program? What is that? What is that? Getting the job. Okay. the one you are doing this particular training program for the purpose of getting a job. Okay, perfectly okay. Now, for getting this job, what you have to do? One, you are doing the training. Okay. After that, after completion of the training, what you will do? We'll go for hometown, sir. Is it will go for hometown? 3 months, lot of hard work will be doing, sir. Require some rest, sir, and then we'll come back. No, right? Don't think about going back and then taking the rest and then coming back. After completion of your training program, you need to be get ready to get attend with the interviews here. Now, see the understanding. For getting with the job, we need to attend for interview. Okay. Now, see the concept. See the concept. For getting with the job, we need to begin attend with interview. This is perfectly okay. While attending the interview, you may heard about the concept of walk-in drives. What about it? For attending the interview, walk-in drive. Heard about it or not? Yes or no, guys? Okay. Now, similar to this, you will have one more option. Considering that referral walk-in drive. Two things we got. One is walk-in drive. Another one, referral walk-in. Both the things. What is the target? To attend the interview. Attending the interview, that is the target. It can be referral walk-in, it can be walk-in. The target is need to be get attend the interview. Now, what is the difference between walk-in and referral walk-in? Walk-in is walk-in, sir. Referral walk-in. Referral means? What is that? Taking the reference here. Okay. Now that reference, is it will take or the reference provided only one employee of that company or any employee of the company? Is that reference can be provided by any one particular employee of that company or any person, any employee of that company can be provided? Right. Is it one particular employee or any employee? Any employee, right? It's not like one particular person related to that particular company. Any person can provide that reference. You're taking the reference and then attending the interview. That is what your referral walk-in. Walk-in means no references, just directly you will start attending the interview. Two things I got. Say the understanding. The meaning of walk-in. Directly you are attending with interview. Referral walk-in, you are taking with reference of any employee and then you are attending the interview. See the target, see the concept. Very simply you will understand. Walk-in, referral walk-in. Meaning of walk-in? directly attending with interview. Meaning of referral walk-in? Taking the reference of any employee and then attending the interview. Target of both the interviews. Target of both the things to attend interview. Why we have to attend interview? Why we have to attend the interview? Getting the job. Okay, perfect. Now let's understand in a similar way with the technical concept. See that? Target is to get perform action. According to the programming, target is we have to perform action. Action perform cheyali. According to our understanding, how we can perform an action? How we can perform an action? Action ela perform cheyali? By using method. Okay. That method, how many types? Method, how many types? 2 types. What are those? Predefined, user defined. Meaning of predefined? Defined by the language. Meaning of user defined? Defined by the user. Okay. Now, see the understanding. This method we got. Okay. Now, this particular one need to access the method. Okay. Where methods will be available? In general, where methods will be available? Methods can be available in class. Now see the understanding. If required, that methods can be available in interface. The required methods can be available in class or it can be available in interface. Okay. Now, see the understanding. Methods available in class. How you can access? How you can access? By taking object. Very straightforward. If the methods are available in class, create object, access the method. Done. Now, our required methods available in interface. Okay. Now we can see here. Considering that taking with this particular object. Now, according to our understanding, for interface, can we create object? For interface, can we create object or not? Yes or no, guys? For interface, can we create object? No, we cannot create. But methods are there. Need to access that methods. How we can do? Let's see here. For that, we are taking reference of class and then accessing methods. So that means here what you are doing is you are taking with reference of class and then accessing the method. That means as simple as requirement is need to be perform an action. Okay, action perform cheyali. How you will perform action? By using method. Method can be available in class or it can be available in interface. If method is available in class, how you can access? How you can access? Create an A object. I mean, considering that directly create the object, access it. If you are required methods available in interface, how we can access? Taking reference of the class, reference of any class according to the requirement, reference of any class and then taking with object here. So this is what we got an option. This is what we got an option taking with interface concept. Still, if you want to understand in a very simple way, how easy you can understand is consider job. Job is action. And then he got interview. Interview is taking that method. And then you got this walk-in drive. Walk-in drive, this particular one. This walk-in drive. Consider that class. Referral walk-in. Referral walk-in. You can consider as interface. So try to understand with that. Make you more comfortable. As simple as meaning of walk-in. Meaning of walk-in. Directly you can attend with interview. Meaning of referral walk-in. Taking the reference and then attending the interview. So here also, if you are required methods available in class, directly access it. Required methods available in interface, taking the reference and then accessing that particular object. So that is what you will be taking with, the concept of inheritance. Now, till now what we done? Directly. Now what we have to do? Taking the reference. Previously, why your program is working? You created directly. Because of that, program is working. Now, let me try to communicate with directly. I'm taking WebDriver equal to taking with new WebDriver. Directly, I'm trying to communicate. Is that working? No. So when you work in the reference, when you work with the interface, need to take reference. Reference of class. Which class? Any class according to the requirement. So for now, I'm taking with Firefox driver. Now we can see here, having the symbol of I here, capital I. The symbol of capital I. Able to see or not? The small symbol of capital I. Meaning of that I? Meaning of that I? Important topic. Not important topic. What is that? Interface. What is that? Interface. Now we can see. Now, if I consider having the C symbol, the C symbol you will get. So meaning of that C symbol? Taking with class here. This is interface and then taking with class. So while working interface, taking the reference of class. Now we can see to whom it is communicating? WebDriver. WebDriver is our interface. So it is taking the interface and then communicating with class here. So that I'll be taking with open application and then taking with close application, which you will be taking with close application. Okay. So now you can see here, considering that if I'm executing it, it will provide the respective statement printing that. Still required, you can go with reference of any of the class. taking the web driver and then taking with driver 1 equal to taking with new Chrome driver. Now consider driver dot open application and then taking with driver dot taking with close application. So now we can see here. So this is considering that giving with all the output. How you can understand this is you can considering that directly accessing from class by creating object now this particular one accessing taking with the help of by using reference accessing by using reference of any class here. So the whole conclusion as simple as requirement is need to be get access for method కి access రావాలి. So how we can access the method? By creating an object where methods can be available. Methods can be available in class or interface. Required methods can be available in class or it will be taking with interface. If it is available in class, directly creating with the object and then access it. In case of available in interface, taking with the reference and then accessing the methods. So that is what taking with your whole conclusion of interface concept. So don't be confused at all. Just as simple as try to understand that is that required methods available in class or interface. If it is available in class, what you will do? Directly create the object, access it. If it is available in an interface, what you will do? Take the reference of the class and then access the method. That is what the conclusion here. So that is what taking with this particular interface part here. So this is what we are taking care about this particular interface and we are painting with the last concept. What is the last concept? Exception handling. So the last concept is exception handling. So that will take tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll complete the exception handling and then we'll get started with taking with our Selenium automation. So from tomorrow we'll be coming up with our Selenium automation here. So in the meanwhile, take care about all these things and get ready for manual exam for this Sunday. Manual exam on this particular Sunday. Manual exam will be there 10 to 11. The timings will be 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. 1 hour session. 1 hour exam. So online only. Exam will be online only. But not like putting the options of ABCDs. Not like ABCDs here. Not like selecting the A, 10 o'clock and then 10:05 B, 10:15 again D. Not like that here. Descriptive questions will be there. You have to type it. From the system, you have to type the answer. Have a plan according to that. Okay. Do the preparation according to that. So this particular Sunday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. How to access, how to write, that access everything. I'll give the information. The whole manual testing concepts, the whole manual testing concepts. Take care about that. Okay? Clear on that? How many questions? That I'll tell you that. Okay. But 1 hour exam will be there. Okay. Have a plan according to that. Carry on. Thank you.